I am trying to save for an IRA, but actively searching for a home. Any tips? So this is a classic struggle. And this is a classic struggle that is juggling multiple savings goals. And the thing about juggling multiple savings goals is you only have so much money coming in. So maybe you have a bunch of different savings goals. You want to save for your emergency fund. You want to start investing your money. You want to buy a house. You want to save for a wedding. You want to save for your kid's college. You have all these goals in place right in front of you. And you're trying to figure out, well, which one do I go for? But what you want to do is make sure you prioritize and put these savings goals in an order, because the most important thing needs to be at the top and you need to devote the most money towards the most important thing. So something like this scenario where you're trying to figure out, should I be investing my extra dollars or should I save the money for a down payment? I will always opt to invest for my future instead of trying to save for a house, because a house is actually a luxury. A house is not a necessity to build wealth. There's a lot of really wealthy people who rent houses, but it is something where you have to save for your future. So the thing I would do is, if you're trying to decide between these two scenarios, is I would at least hit the MIG, or your minimum investment goals. So for example, if the baseline, the minimum amount you need to retire is $1 million, then at least be stocking away enough money to retire with $1 million. And then if you really want to have actually more in retirement, at least hit that minimum number so that you can take care of the present as well. But making sure you have that financial baseline taken care of so that you can have money going towards your financial future. Then going out and buying the house would be the order that I would look at doing that. Now, I know it's tough to do in practice. This is much easier to say than to do, because everyone wants to buy a house. A lot of people want to have home ownership, the American dream, all of those things. But just understanding that if you can take care of yourself first, then go out and make sure that you have the things that you want. If you can do that, you can build a lot of wealth in this life. And understanding that psychological mindset shift is going to be a major factor for you, because changing your mindset to thinking about your future instead of the present is the way to build wealth. It's one of the best ways to do this, but it is really hard to do. Let's get real. Your boy's getting real here. This is really hard to do. So thinking through this, making sure that your future is in place first, and then going and saving for the down payment is the order that I would do this in. So prioritizing is number one. Make sure you prioritize everything you want in your savings goals. And then right after that, then you can go out and figure out, hey, do I have enough money saved for retirement? Yes. Now I can start saving for my down payment. You can also look at down payment options for lower down payments if you're interested in that too. If it's your first home, you can do an FHA loan, or you can do a traditional loan with a low down payment so that you can get into the house at a much lower down payment as long as you can afford it. Now, affordability, how much house can you afford? Well, we recommend at least 30% or less of your gross income should be towards housing. Now, preferably, I'd like you to have much less. 30% is the max if you live in a really expensive city or something like that. But preferably, we'd like you to have much less going towards housing, because if you can get to, let's say, 20% range, then you're really pursuing financial independence. You're going to put yourself in a much better situation by doing that. So that's my answer. I would go after your retirement account first, then pursue the down payment on the house. Thank you guys so much for watching this money Q&A video. If you guys have any questions or want to leave a question with me, hit me up on Instagram or TikTok at Master Money Co. And if you like this video, here's another Q&A video that I know you're going to love.